Our universe consists of too much mysteries and theories that continuously happens in our universe. One of this is a supernova explosion.
So, this is a star. What if it dies? Because everything in our universe, after an age, somehow dies. I have an answer to this. It's a supernova that happens. So, what is a supernova? A supernova is an explosion of massive supergiant star. In another word, we can say that it is the stellar colossal explosion of a star. The word supernova is derived from the word nova, that means new. So, are you thinking that how it occurs? Let me explain.
After millions of years, when star becomes old containing too much matter, it explodes. As the star runs out of nuclear fuel, some of its mass flows into its core. Eventually, the core becomes so heavy that it cannot control its own gravitational force. The core collapses, resulting in the giant explosion. It is almost a 10-second period when core collapse.
Supernova are of two types. Let me give detailed information about this.
Type 1, which happens in binary star system. There are two stars having orbit at a same point. One of two is carbon oxygen white dwarf star which accumulates matter from a nearby neighbor. In this process, carbon oxygen white dwarf collapses, having too much matter in its core that it cannot hold it, and thus it explodes, forming supernova. This types of supernova doesn't have hydrogen absorption lines in their spectrum. Type 2, which happens in single star after it becomes old. It runs out of nuclear fuel, some of its mass flows into its core and collapses under its own gravity. These types of supernova have hydrogen absorption lines in their spectrum.
Before a supernova, the star is about 8 times the sun. Can you imagine how big it is? Let me tell you some more energy outputs of supernova.
This is a supernova. Its energy output is about 10 to the power 44 joules and it is equal to 10 to the power 28 megaton bomb.
Let me tell you what happens after a supernova explosion. Because of explosion, protons and electrons fuse into neutrons to form huge amount of neutrinos. Approx 10 to the power 58 neutrinos were produced. They are too dangerous that they can produce huge amount of radioactive elements, X-rays and gamma rays that destroys Earth's whole ozone layer. After going, I want to tell you that what happens to the remnants or remains of the supernova. The remnants or remains of the supernova either form a new star or follow one of these two paths, either black hole or neutron star. Thanks for watching.